believe it or not, we have some potentially good news coming out of the Trump administration. I'm a firm believer that presidents should be called on their bullshit and praised when they do something right. It's one of the reasons why I look at Richard Nixon the way I look at Richard Nixon. Everybody looks at Richard Nixon and all they think about is Republican crook, piece of shit who had to resign. But Richard Nixon was one of the greatest presidents we've ever had. Richard Nixon is one of the best presidents of my lifetime, that's for damn sure. Richard Nixon signed Title IX, Women in College Sports. He started the EPA, Clean Air, Clean Water. He started OSHA, Safe Workplace Environments. He ended the military draft and put us on an all-volunteer military. Dedicated the first $100 million, which at the end of the 60s or beginning of the early 70s was a shit ton of money, towards the fight on cancer. Recognized China as a nation for the first time. Appointed 4 Supreme Court justices in his first term in office. Because remember, he resigned very, very close to the beginning of his second term in office. He should be remembered for all of the dog shit things he did, but he should also be praised for the good things he did. In Trump's first term, he did a ton of really bad shit, but he also, signed the bill that made animal cruelty a felony. He banned bump stocks. He funded historically black colleges and universities. So he should be given the praise when it's due. And this is one of those things that if he does it, he should be given praise.
We have some pretty big news right now. The Trump administration is moving closer toward reclassifying marijuana no longer as a dangerous drug. First reported by the Washington Post, early next year we could see an executive order signed by the president that makes it less burdensome, for example, to carry marijuana across state lines, ease tax restrictions on companies that sell cannabis. While Trump's move is not expected to make marijuana use recreationally legal, it will fundamentally change the cannabis industry in the United States of America, as Trump will loosen several tight restrictions that currently exist on cannabis production and sale and distribution. Now, no final decision has been made just yet, but the Post is reporting that it looks as though Trump is moving closer towards reclassifying marijuana, which would be a significant development as the president historically has not been a fan of marijuana. Spread the word, follow along.
That could potentially be a good thing that he does. He still has to do it. Listen, it's still ridiculous that the federal government is taking baby steps. It's still ridiculous that we don't have cannabis legalized in every state. It's this prohibition has lasted far too long, and it's time. And even in the states where it is legal, the restrictions are ridiculous, right? But this would be a step in the right direction. This would be a good thing. This would be a positive thing. And this would be something that if he did it, he should be given the credit for. That doesn't mean that it dwarfs or minuscules all of the bad he's doing. It just means that in a sea of shit, there's one little shining moment. That's it.